think Cherwell's philosophy on giving back and philanthropy is fantastic, and I personally can't wait to get involved and get the Australian team involved. And the fact that they actually give time off to their staff and make a point of doing so they can go contribute back to society, I admire that and I respect that. My first exposure to technology, I think, would have been the Atari Pong video game. My father's friend gave me one because it was his old one, and this would have been in the late 80s, and I was obsessed with it. My brothers couldn't get it out of my hands, no one could. It got to the point where it's actually in a box in an attic. The person that inspired me would have been my most recent product manager, and he inspired by really closing the loop between the customer and the product and the marketing, and how we can do a better job of communicating that value. And it doesn't have to be technical. We can take out the technicalities of it and make it a lot more relatable to the consumer. It's more efficient, it drives value for you and your team. You can get home to your team, your family faster, being able to create that story. I never really saw it that way until he explained it to us, and I thought it was very, very valuable. One thing about Cherwell is that they mean what they say, and they have a strong commitment to fun, but also they're working hard with that. I think it's very important to them, and it's what I've felt and discovered, is that if you're not enjoying it, you're not going to be able to put out your best work. And it's not just for the company, it's for the customers. They put the customers first. If you're not enjoying what you're doing, then how's the customer going to have a good experience? So I think they're very, very strong on that, and I think it's definitely the right way to operate. I think Cherwell's philosophy on giving back and philanthropy is fantastic, and I personally can't wait to get involved and get the Australian team involved, and New Zealand as well. They're pretty close to us. The Cherwell Cares program, although we haven't participated directly yet, I think is wonderful. And the fact that they actually give time off to their staff and make a point of doing so they can go contribute back to society of any form, whether it's dog shelters, whether it's respite centres, anything like that. They're fully behind it, they support it, they encourage it, they want you to do it. And I admire that and I respect that. Because essentially it's out of their time, and they're saying, our time doesn't matter if you're giving it to someone else. I've found that myself, I'm mentoring younger women and younger men in this field, and they're coming to me for career guidance and guidance in what fields that they should be in. And I found that very valuable as a person, professionally and personally, for my own growth and for theirs. And I had the similar experience where people guided me. Cherwell is an incredibly open place, a very friendly place. The culture showed that there was no barriers and no boundaries. They want open communication with themselves, between each other and with the customers. I really respect that, and I found that that was something that I wanted to, and I didn't realise that I was lacking that in previous cultures. I was quite pleasantly surprised that this was the way they operated. Cherwell is also very encouraging and supportive. If you want to learn something, if you want to grow, if you've got an idea, they're willing to listen, they want to listen, and they prompt for more from you, so I think that's fantastic as well.